Good afternoon, Guardians. The Hijabi Gamer here, and I am an idiot. I am extremely sorry. I woke up this morning and immediately was like, today's Friday. I woke up at around 4, was getting ready to take a shower and everything, get ready for work. It was like Friday, made breakfast, and then in that interim, I completely forgot that it was Friday and didn't realize it was Friday until I was on my way out the door. Yes, that was really embarrassing. So, completely forgot that Zer was in the tower. Did not have time when I finally realized it was Friday and looked at my phone that it's Friday. So, I'm afraid my apologies. I will not do this again. It is Friday afternoon. I bring you Zer is in the tower and he's got some stuff. Anyway, again, my apologies. I don't know how I did it. For some odd reason, I thought it was like Wednesday at one point. And then I was installing like Elden Ring and what other games? I was installing several games on I was messing around with my PS5. So it wasn't like I wasn't even gaming. I was messing around with my PS5 and then it was like, oh wait a minute. Anyway, as you can see, Zer is in the tower and he's got some stuff. Fat Batman 1627, cool one. Every now and then you see these really interesting. Anyway, as you can see, I've got my fancy. Anyway, I did finish the. I don't know. I don't like what they did with failsafe. So, but anyway, yeah. I also got kind of distracted with the whole debate. So, yeah, that was interesting. Anyway, as you can see, he's over in this corner over here, overlooking this glorious view. I love the view of the city. One of my biggest frustrations, we don't get to go out enough in the city. And I really, really wish they would bring back this old tower. I like what they did in the final shape, but it still would be nice to go back to the original tower. It would be really, really nice to bring it back. But if not, you have Destiny 1 still. Anyway, he's got, first off, Red Death and White Witch. I believe he had Red Death last week, which again, if you do not have Red Death, this is a weapon you absolutely need to pick up. This is your priority. Ignore everything else and pick up Red Death first. So this is, because this is like, I carry it with me all of the time as a backup, just in case, on the chance I might need it. I don't know why, maybe it's just me, let me know in the comments below. It feels more powerful in Destiny 1 than Destiny 2. But Red Death and White Witch, so you will be getting, this is the ornament, I have it. This is Red Death, this is White Witch, so you'll be getting this ornament. I'm not a big fan of it. It looks like it would be a pain in the butt to hold on to, because it's probably going to get, with all that blood flowing down, that'll get really slippery and all that, but I prefer Steel Witch. But to get Red Death, it doesn't matter what ornament you get, just get Red Death. So what makes Red Death so vital a weapon, if you haven't heard me talk about Red Death before, Red Death has the perk Red Death, which each kill heals you and speeds up reload. So basically, every time you kill something, you gain health, which is great under ordinary circumstances. Even better if like you're struggling with something. But what is the top greatest thing about Red Death? It is great against exposure. So we have the modifier exposure. Exposure means that your health, your shields are stronger, so it's hard. It takes longer to like diminish it, but your health does not regenerate. So if you use Red Death, not only do you get the benefit of like the better shields, your health will regenerate because Red Death, every kill will then heal you, and it speeds up reloads, which is even better. So highly recommend Red Death. As I said, this is by far the priority. This is the weapon you need to pick up. I always carry Red Death with me. Honestly, I always carry about 30 weapons with me. So if I get any drops, I have to go to the tower to check the post. But Red Death is one of those ones that just, it's always good to have with you, because you never know when you may find yourself in a circumstance where you need a weapon that kind of heals you up. Alright? So definitely a good one to have. Then we have Bad Juju and Hoodoo. Bad Juju is also a good weapon to have. So if you can get it, get it. If you can't, at least make sure you get Red Death. So Hoodoo is this one here, which I call the Super Mario Brothers ornament. It looks like somebody took one of those skeleton turtles from Super Mario Brothers and put their head on the front of Bad Juju. I mean, come on, tell me I'm wrong. Does that not look like one of the turtles' skeleton skulls from Super Mario Brothers? It absolutely does. Okay? Just saying. Anyway, bad juju is a good weapon to have as well because string of curses. After each kill, this weapon will reload instantly and increase damage for a short time. Kills will help charge your super. So that's the big thing I hear people use bad juju for. It's because it helps charge your super. So for example, you have trickle in effect, which trickle is a modifier that is a pain in the butt because all your abilities regenerate slower. So not only does the weapon reload instantly, so basically you don't have to keep reloading, which is nice because reloading is tedious and boring, and you get the increased damage, you also get the charge for your super. So this is, like I said, every time I've heard people speak of bad juju, the main reason they bring it up is primarily the charging your super. But it's a good weapon to have. So yeah, I would get this as well if you can, but the main focus is Red Death because if you die, your super won't make a difference. Anyway, next we have Invective, which, again, I like Invective. This, by the way, this is not with an ornament. So these two have the ornaments. This one does not. Okay, so Invective, I like Invective. I know I asked a while back why more people didn't talk about Invective because there's a shotgun, there's a sniper rifle that does the exact same thing as Invective. That is, it regenerates ammo over time, which is great for Crucible. Your Majesty, do you mind? It regenerates ammo over time. I was always surprised that I didn't see a lot of people talking about Invective. They'll talk about the sniper rifle, whose name I constantly forget. I can't remember if it's the Black Spindle or not. I do have it, and I'm pretty sure it's the sniper rifle you get for doing the Nightfall in under 30 minutes. The Sunset Bounty, you have a chance every time you do that bounty of that sniper rifle possibly falling. I remember when I got it, I have it on PlayStation, I have it on Xbox. I just keep forgetting the name. It regenerates ammo as well. But oddly, people don't really talk about the Invective now. Somebody did comment once at one point in one of my videos, they said Invective isn't as good because they nerfed the ammo regenerate, and it is pretty slow. But it's great in Crucible. It still is pretty good, especially if you're not very good in Crucible. This will give you green ammo, and it's decent. Like, I've used it in Crucible. I haven't had any problems. I actually liked using it in Crucible. So I like the Invective. I think it doesn't get enough attention. Mind you, Crucible isn't exactly very viable right now in Destiny, but yeah. Another weapon to pick up. I mean, if you could get all of them, that would be even better. Anyway, so that's the Invective. I think it looks also pretty cool. I think it also has full auto. One sec. Yeah, this weapon can be fired in full auto mode. So not only do you get ammo regeneration, you also get full auto mode on a shotgun. I mean, come on. What more can you ask? Anyway, now we have the armor. And I can tell you, one look at the warlock and it immediately fails the Corpus helmet test. So if you know anything about Warframe, the Corpus have those big square helmets. If your helmet is bigger than a Corpus helmet, it is too big. The Corpus helmet is like on the cusp. Some might say it's a little too big, but I figure it has a whole HUD on the inside, so even though it looks bulky, you can probably move their head on the inside and see like a screen. But if your helmet is bigger than the Corpus helmet, your helmet is too big. And I can tell you the Warlock, definitely too big. Anyway, for the Titans, you have Gain Death from Above and Headstrong for Fist of Havoc. So this is one of those perks that I have said this before because I noticed we also have Graviton Forfeit for the Hunter, which I find very, very disappointing because they give you abilities. Like, if it worked from a different alright, I'll go with the Hunter one first. So the Hunter one is Graviton Forfeit because I could show you better with the Hunter, and then it's the same thing with the Titan. So the Hunter has the Graviton Forfeit, which looks ridiculously awesome. Don't get me wrong, it definitely looks cool, but it does this, alright? It gives you, unlocks the Night Stalker subclass node Shade Step for free. Gain and evade on BB. So my issue with this is it would be so much cooler if you got Shade Step as a golden gun or as a blade dancer. No, this only works if you are running Void. So basically, if you go over to Void, right, the only thing this exotic does for you is makes this also chosen. So basically, you can now have two of these chosen instead of one, because Shade Step will now automatically be selected as an option with Graviton Forfeit, and then you can also pick, say, Keen Scout. So for me, that's kind of sucky. I mean, I would rather it just give you evade regardless of the class. Then it would be more meaningful. So that's the same thing with the, I'm guessing, because I'm not a Titan right now, that it's the same thing with the Titan, which is it unlocks Death from Above and Headstrong for Fist of Havoc. So I don't remember. I'm guessing you need, this is for Arc Titan. Let me know, Titans, in the comments down below. Educate, school the Hunter, all right? Hunter doesn't mind being schooled on this one. All right, I admit it, my Titan skills are kind of lacking. All right, so school me, Titans and Titans. Let me know, is this Arc? I kind of find it disappointing. So as a Hunter, I will be biased and choose. I mean, look, Graviton Forfeit looks cooler. All right, so that's why that one's. Anyway, Warlocks have the Ram, which fails the Corpus helmet test. Warlocks, I hate to break it to you, the Corpus are laughing at you. You heard me. The Corpus are laughing at you. Yes, they are. I'm afraid I hate to break it to you. So, yeah, that automatically knocks down a couple points on the coolness factor because, yeah, how are you moving around with massive horns on the top of your head? I mean, just come on. Guardians are like moving all over the map. We need to move fast. Having that kind of weight on your head, I mean, I get it. Maybe it's because of the space magic that we have, but I don't know. I personally would not want to wear that on top of my head. I like hats like this, but I would not like a hat with massive horns sticking out of it. So you failed, Warlocks. Your Ram is a joke, and the Corpus sit around after their shift and make fun of you. You heard about that Warlock helmet? Yeah, it looks stupid. Ha ha, Warlocks. Anyway, what does it do? Increased armor. All Voidwalker melees trigger lifesteal on hit. I have to say that does some decent stuff, but it doesn't improve this. You know what? I'll give it to the Warlocks. Because the Titans and the Hunters have practically the same thing. It's just different abilities that are unlocked under different classes. At least this triggers lifesteal on hit, which sounds pretty cool. Warlocks, let me know. Despite its bulky, funny lookingness, is the Ram decent or not? I mean, anyway. So let me know. Anyway, so Warlocks win this week, followed by Hunters and Titans. Otherwise, we have the same usual stuff. As always, one can never have enough heavy ammo since. By the way, my apologies for people watching on Instagram, which I'm pretty sure isn't very many people. I still don't know how to do it, but whenever I upload a video from my computer to Instagram, unless it's like I use a phone, it basically looks like a phone recording, so it chops off the sides. But at least, hey, you can see where we're at, all right? We're in this corner, all right? I'll make sure to try and, like, show it from multiple angles, and you can hear me explain the different stuff. So, Instagram, hi. This is going to be my second week uploading a video on Instagram. Hi, Instagram. Do you play Destiny, Instagram? Anyway, as you can see, I have completed the campaign. I got some help on the final mission. The boss, I am embarrassed. I will try to solo the witness now that I know how to do it. But I am hating echoes. Absolutely hating it. I hate what they did with failsafe. The cringe is unbearable to the point I don't want to play anymore. Like, it's just god awful. The uniqueness that made failsafe is gone. You used to be able to tell which character was talking without even hearing their voice. They had distinct dialogue. They were unique. Each personality for failsafe was different. Now, they both sound like Nimbus 2.0. I'm telling you, Bungie, fire the idiots who wrote Lightfall, because clearly the people writing Echoes are the same idiots who wrote Lightfall. You can see it in their writing patterns. It's like cheap fanfic. It is garbage. Everything about Echoes is garbage. Garbage. Who okayed this trash? They probably were drunk or high. More likely, because we're talking about Seattle, high. Like rocket ship level high, okay? Dear God, I don't think I want to play. I was excited about Destiny 2. until I saw this. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the tower. I did install Elden Ring. I haven't bought the DLC yet, but I did install Elden Ring because I'm gonna wait on the DLC because by the time I finish Elden Ring, the DLC might be on sale. Yeah.